I just wanted to tell you about the new COVID test. This is the new swab that we're about to.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I refuse. No, really. My name is Sid. I just wanted to have you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about why you're here at the rally.
Okay, well, my name is Karen Bedonie. I'm from the western part of New Mexico between Gallup and Farmington on the reservation, the Navajo Nation reservation. And how we introduce ourselves is with our clan. So, and that means I am of the earth and of the land, and it's where I come from. So I am one of the very beginning beings of a New Mexican. So when I tell people who I am, I'm saying they drew the lines around my family when they created New Mexico. So we are New Mexicans. So I am here because we are under attack and we're losing our Constitution and our liberties and our freedom. So that's why I'm here, fighting for each and every one of you Americans and also our future and our prosperity. So that's why I'm here.
That is excellent. So I was listening to you speak up there a little bit before, and we're gonna cut that part out, or we may just leave it in for the heck of it. Why not?
She's adorable.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
So what moved you in the beginning to decide to step out and take a risk? I mean, you were saying that you had to take a risk to come off of the reservation today,
right.
out of the nation, because they're not letting people leave because they the COVID issues. So
right.
Tell me a little bit about what that's like, and also why you decided to come out here and stand up like this.
Right. Well, my fight began a long time ago. I was 8 years old when I heard Ronald Reagan speak. And when he told you, when he was out there speaking, and he said that, when the government says we're here to save you, then that means something's wrong. And as an 8-year-old, and I was kind of perplexed by it because we were in a BIA school. I knew that was a government school. So then I turned to my mother and I'm like, what is he talking about? Are we in trouble? And she says, no, he's a Republican. So I was like, well, but it stuck. So that man spoke to me in my spirit, and I kind of carried that with me for a long time. So I've been a Republican my entire life. So when I started to research the differences between Republicans and Democrats, I realized that, holy smokes, the Republicans have been here for the people, and that's how it was built, to save a certain group of people who were under oppression and suppression, slavery. And then it moved into Calvin Coolidge, who was my personal favorite, in 1924 when he signed our citizenship for Native Americans. We weren't citizens because we were born here, didn't make us Americans yet. We were the only group of people that didn't allow that. So he was also a Republican. So it started to really circulate within me, well, who am I and what do I stand for? So I always knew that as an independent person. And on our tribe, we're matrilineal, so the women, we carry the power. So the home is ours, the children is ours, and it's our responsibility to rear these children. So I have 8 children, and I ended up homeschooling all of them because the indoctrination in the public school systems and also the BIA system, some of them are critical to the minds of the young people. So when my son brought home a food stamp application, I realized that socialism was starting to infiltrate my family. And they're starting to indoctrinate our youth to tell them that it's okay to depend on the government.
Be a victim.
Be a victim. And it's a perpetual victim. Then you start to research our history. So we did do a video on Turning Point USA, and they came to my home and they cut a beautiful video. But then there was only 4 days, we did 4 days of shoot, but there was only 15 minutes of actual footage. So you can only imagine what they left on the floor. There's a lot of history there. So when I followed the long walk and how it affected my family directly and how we ended up to where we are now today, it all correlated to understand that the democratic policies that they put the Indian nations through, I have now come to America. We were the experiment, and now America is now the new application. And I'm here, and I'm riding the horse as fast as I can, and I'm trying to cut it off at the pass. Socialism and communism is not where it's at because we are suffering, even today. So my reservation right now, because of these COVID restrictions and the suppression of economics, we're seeing pure suffrage. So I just started an organization called BIDA. It's called BIDA with A. That means we are learning. We are learning to understand the systems around us and what operate around us, also how to interact with each other, be civil and social, and also to project love and understanding, and also God. At the end of the day, it's always God. So I'm here because I'm here to warn everybody that's not a patriot that it's coming for you. Socialism is coming for you, and it's not all fun and games. It's not, it's not sitting on the couch and watching Beavis and Butthead and eating, Cheetos is not what we are about. They'll take everything that's dignified in your body and your mind, your church, your God, your mother. Right now, they're telling you your mother is just a parent, but they're not nothing relationship in there. But as Dene, we have our clanship. So you know that is wrong. The Democratic Party and what they're projecting onto us is wrong. Also,
government is not mother.
No, it is not. But also, when we talk about ourselves as people, we walk Mother Earth. And then I was talking about the code talkers. Our Navajo Nation has the biggest military enlistment of all minorities combined. The Navajo people believe in fighting for Mother Earth. And so when our code talkers went forth and they said, you have to be able to have code for America or the soldiers. So what's the code name? Arizona. So this morning I woke up with Arizona, and so my husband calls me Chetagahe, that's the turtle, the tank. And that's what the tanks were inside World War II. So as the tank was waking up this morning and I heard Arizona, I realized that something's gonna happen big today. And it did. Arizona did object to the electoral, the whole fraudulent mess that's happening. So I'm happy that Arizona did stand up, and I do have brothers and sisters on the other side of the state, fighting the good fight on that side. But I am a New Mexican. When the line was drawn, I found myself at this side. So I'm here fighting the most oppressive fight of my life in the most bluest state I can ever imagine. And that woman up there, Michelle Lujan Grisham, does not deserve that seat. Because if we go back and track, did she really win her election? Now, so you wonder what the algorithms were back then, because we're not stupid anymore. We are now awake. So in 2022, I've decided I'm going to run for governor. I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm going to run to change the game. I'm going to say what we need to say, and we're going to blow a hole through these doors because we need to have our freedoms back. We need to have pure representation, and the representation of every American, from our bleeding hearts all the way to what we believe in God, needs to be saying and rang through the heavens. And so in God's, His infinite wisdom, He'll guide me.
Good.
So that's who I am. That's why I'm here.
That's great.
That was a loaded question.
No, I know. No, I'm glad. That's exactly what we're looking for, because we're really stoked that you're doing what you're doing, and that we're all coming together to get this done. So,
right.
And that's the reason that New Mexico Red exists, is because we want to make an economic change for the state,
right,
which is going to require social and political change too. But it's really the economy's stupid.
Well, you know
what I mean? So we're all working towards that.
I'm a businesswoman.
Good.
So I've raised all my children in business with a business module in our homeschool. So all my kids run our businesses. My husband owns his own business. He's a plumbing company. I own a flower shop. That's how we started, just to buy shoes for our kids so they could run cross country. So we've been able to expand. So the economic restrictions that we are running into right now, I know exactly what we're doing. I know exactly what's happening to us.
Well, we're going to be having some more chats, I think.
I think so.
Because I really like you. She's awesome.
Well, one good thing about this whole thing, underneath those red, white, and blue, the flag, is I get to take you as my brother.
Exactly.
And then I'm your sister.
Yes,
so if we stand here, and when skin color doesn't matter, and we start pushing with that flag, we'll win this thing together.
Yeah.
So I'm here for you. Call me.
Thank you. All right, good. Thank you so much.
Yes.